Good, but like, just know you good. Like, I heard that, but you good. All right, I'm capping now. I don't know what I'm talking about.
My name is Brandon Bier, footwear designer based out of New York, and this is Kicks and Coffee. So today is a very special episode. I'm very excited as we actually have our first guest. We met back in 2020 by way of Mr. Jeff Henderson and John Lopez. Shout out to the GOATs. We joined forces as a part of a design agency and collective. Today, I'm very excited. It's been a crazy journey ever since. This individual, we've became brothers, hoops, sneakers, design, art. Really excited to have him on the show today. So without further ado, Mr. Royce Paris, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, my name is Royce Paris, an artist, mainly through the mediums of photography and filmmaking and creative marketing. I grew up in Harlem, graduated college in 2017 from Skidmore College with a degree in sociology. I have my MBA in marketing and entrepreneurship. Since then, I've been working on a lot of different things. I played a little basketball overseas in Ireland, came back, moved to New York, started my photography and filmmaking career. Since then, I've been doing smile therapy books and shooting a lot of content, mainly based around art, fashion, and sports. Yeah, my latest creation, The Reason to Smile, me and Brandon kind of met through that project.
Let's slow down just a little bit. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, man, I guess I got to take it back to the pandemic, to 2020. In March, our collective came together. That's actually when we met. It's crazy, right? And I think, our first project, we had this platform called Good Things where we wanted to celebrate good things that were going on in Harlem. My first project was to go out and find them. So it started with essential workers. It's also funny because this was my first photography project as well. So I was learning how to use my camera as I was outside during the pandemic. So I went out taking pictures of essential workers, trying to celebrate them because they had to be outside during the pandemic. And this one day I had took a photo of a deli worker and he had his mask on and I could see that he was smiling with his eyes. And I brought that back to my team, which we were doing meetings on Zoom. I saw that all of them smiled when I showed them that photo. So I knew that smiling was contagious then, and that became the project. So for the next 10 months, I was outside just connecting with people, asking them to smile on camera for people who were home quarantining. So it was like a triple smile therapy effect, because I know I would ask them like if they had a reason to smile. So they would think about the things that they are grateful for. And then I would use their smile to make someone else smile who was quarantining back at home. So that's kind of how the project started. And it became to be more of a complete project years later, because while I was shooting it, it wasn't supposed to be a book. It was supposed to be on social media. 2 years later, the collective came together and was like, we gotta make this a real thing. So the book released in 2023.
A Reason to Smile, go cop that. So as you know, this is Kicks and Coffee, so of course we have to talk footwear. Tell us about the influence, footwear has had in your life.
I think footwear has played a major role in my life and in my art. I like to say that, I learned how to dress feet first in my neighborhood. I feel like, footwear was my first favorite part of an outfit. So it really helped me in developing my sense of style. I always used to talk to my friends about what feet we were wearing when we went, certain places or events and things like that. Now, it's followed me, I've always liked footwear. Now that I'm a photographer, filmmaker, I end up shooting a lot of footwear. We partner on a brand together, 99 Products. So now I'm actually, contributing to the footwear industry in multiple ways. So I think that it impacts me now and it's gonna continue to impact me in the future.
So what's on your feet? Tell us why you chose these. I'm curious on this answer myself, so talk to us.
Yeah, I chose to wear some crispy white ups today. These is fresh out the box. And I chose these because they classics. They Harlem essentials. And I also think they're essential in other places outside of Harlem. Like a crispy pair was needed every spring, every summer. And I think they make you feel good. They like a simple way to say a lot, and they represent, to me at least, good hygiene, feeling crispy, feeling clean. You can't really smell bad in a pair of white Uptowns, can you? I don't think so.
When it comes to coffee, what did you order today? What do you typically order? What's your normal selection?
Today I got a cappuccino. I usually don't get a cappuccino. I usually just get a drip coffee, and I don't put anything in it. Mainly because I like to have coffee for what it does. I'm usually trying to do something productive when I have a coffee, and it gets the job done.
So coffee shops play a big part in my creativity. Tell us a little bit about how it's affected your or influenced your creative process.
Yeah, I mean, so coffee shops, at least for me, I use it to like break up the monotony of my creative workflow. So I spend a lot of time working at home. I'm a freelancer. And yeah, like coffee shops give me a new environment to be more creative, in a different space to work that's just not at my house. And I have like other things in my house staring at me to do. That's how I've been using coffee shops.
So we're gonna finish the episode today with a little bit of rapid fire. Let's get into it. High tops or low tops?
Low tops.
Cold brew or espresso?
Espresso.
He got game or above the rim?
That's a goodie.
He got game.
I'm above the rim. Can't replace what we was. Favorite album in creative mode?
Favorite album in creative mode? That's tough. Woo! That's hard because I feel like I like to listen to albums with no music during creative mode, but I'm gonna say Party Next Door, P&D1.
And that's a wrap for this episode of Kicks and Coffee. Big shout out to Royce Paris for coming through and sharing his journey and his wisdom with us. It's been real. If you love the vibe, be sure to follow and stay tuned for our journey.
Yeah, man, appreciate you having me on here today, man. I appreciate what you're doing, and keep going, bro. Keep going.
So until next time, keep your kicks fresh, your coffee strong, and your creativity flowing. Catch you on the next one. Ooh, that's fire. That's fire. We did it. First guest, my guy. Appreciate you, bro, for real.